Hi, back with my little stash of cookbooks with some yummy looking recipes in them. Hope you had a good weekend. We had a nice sunny weekend here, which was good because we've had lots of rain. We've had rain all week just about. So I think apart from the weekend, it's just about rained every day since I got back from New Zealand. So yeah, managed to get the dogs out for a walk this morning. I think it's supposed to clear up today. And sunny tomorrow, hopefully. Sorry, I haven't made my New Zealand video yet, which I said I was going to, but I'm going to get onto that soon. Hopefully I'll get it out by this weekend. I did some op shopping there. I was only there a few days, but I did get a little bit of footage of when I was out op shopping for some books. So I've got those listed on eBay now. But anyway, yeah, I'll chill that hopefully soon. I've got my exciting news. I'm doing my first eBay live. I think maybe next Friday. I just got rung up about it, so I haven't really had a lot of time to think about it yet. It's actually something that I said that I was, to myself anyway, that I probably would never do, but now that I've been asked, I said yes. Now the puppies just start barking. Pause this. Oh, maybe he'll stop in a minute. Might not be able to hear him on there. So yeah, so it's something that I hadn't wanted to do, but I think I need to get out of my comfort zone. So yeah, I'm pretty nervous about it. So it's all very different doing like a YouTube where you can edit it, but doing something live is a bit different. So yeah, so eBay Live, if you haven't watched any of those before, is basically live selling. So yeah, you show whatever you're selling and then people bid on your products. So I've actually only watched one live, so I don't really know a lot about it, but I guess I'll know soon. I've got to meet with some eBay people soon, so I guess probably early next week, and I'll find out all about it. So I think I'll probably die of fright, I'm thinking. Die of fright being live. Anyway, I'm going to do it. But it's ridiculous me being worried about doing something like this at my age, at 56. So yeah, I have to get out of my comfort zone. What's it saying? Something like you have to get uncomfortable sometimes to make progress. So I'm going to make myself uncomfortable. I'm actually a little bit excited about it, but yeah, nervous at the same time. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. And yeah. Okay, so back to my cookbooks. Actually, yeah, so for my live, I think I'll actually do cookbooks as well, because for my first one anyway, because I'm familiar with them and I'm familiar with showing these on here. So it'll be a little bit of my comfort zone, maybe. Now Luke's getting in the rubbish bin. Lukey, what are you doing? Okay, so I'll show you the books I've got today. My coffee is cold now. Sorry, I have to have a little, finish it. It's very cold. Off he goes. Okay, so the first cute one I've got is this little tea time. It's a little hardcover. Cute little book. Cute little teacups. I like collecting little cute teacups and little plates, especially vintage ones myself, and little spoons. I brought a few little spoons back from New Zealand. That's that one. Hopefully Luke doesn't bark too much. It seems to be this time of day. But he gets a bit noisy. I think he hears all the kids coming home down the road from school and stuff like that. Got this book here, Salad. So this is Salad 2 Raw Sisters, 70 delicious recipes for every occasion. So it's a nice little book. It's got like step-by-step pictures as well on this one. This one here, Together, our community cookbook. So this is one here, Megan. Nice little hardcover. I'll read the back. So these recipes tell the story of a group of women who gathered together in the aftermath of the Grenfell Tower fire to cook fresh meals for their families and neighbours. Over the chatter and aromas of the kitchen, they began to heal and look forward. So it's a nice little book. Yummy. This one looks yummy. Baking, boutique baking. Piggy portion. Did I pronounce that right? Maybe you can read it. Very nice little hardcover as well. Lots of yummy pictures. Hi, Lukey. It's Leia. Cupcakes. Looks nice. What next? Let's do this one here. I like my vintage cookbooks. I've got Delia's Complete Cooking Course. It's a classic edition. It's just a nice little vintage book. It's got lots of recipes in here. It's like that inside. Nice big thick book. It's in pretty good condition, that one. Another vintage one here, Snackmaking the Easy Way. This is I think this is an Australian cookbook. It's Australian. Published in Australia. Yeah, published in Australia. So it's like toasted sandwiches and all sorts of other recipes that you can make in a sandwich maker, I guess. So we've got sandwiches, savouries, so pastry recipes, quiches, desserts, pies, spring rolls, doughs and batters, pizzas, scones and waffles. You can do kebabs, cakes with a difference. And there's some soups, salads, vegetables and sauces and flavoured butters. Luke's squeaking his toy. A nice little dust jacket on it. Just like that underneath. A little bit of yellow spotting on the dust jacket. Yum. Strawberries. And that one. And we've got Delicious Days. One. Little paperback. Lots of nice photographs in there. Crunchy hazelnut wafers. Coffee. Yummy. That one. And Donna Hay, Life in Balance. This is a soft cover. It's quite big, this one. Nice book. A Fresher Approach to Eating. Nice pictures. Donna Hay has got a lot of recipe books. It's a very nice presented book, this one. some of these books here I might put in my show next week. No idea what books I'm going to have yet or how many I'll have. I guess once I talk to someone properly about the whole thing, I'll get more of an idea. What I'll do. 100 Animal Cookies. Cute little book. Little paperback. Sea turtle. And here are all the birds outside now. It's been raining so much, I haven't been able to put bird seed out every day. So I put a big cupful this morning. They just about go through a cup a day, the wild birds, when they come. Got lots of little pigeons that are coming around at the moment. Spider. 2 more. It's got Australian Women's Weekly Home Library. I like some of these. Fruit and Vegetable Cookbook. Kiwi fruit. I brought some kiwi fruit the other day, which reminded me, I haven't even started eating it yet. I brought it several days ago. It's actually come down a little bit in price. It was getting very expensive for a while. Carrots, carrot cake. I haven't made a carrot cake before. Sorry, getting a lot of reflection again today. Strawberry sponge, yum. I feel like a big dessert. And the Australian Women's Weekly, the Cooker Cookbook. I've been trying to pick up a few like slow cooker recipe books lately, just because it's winter. I actually used my slow cooker 3 times this week already. So I've just been throwing veggies in mine, a bit of stock, my homemade stock, and just throw some fish in it or whatever, like the last hour. Makes a very easy meal and only takes a couple of hours, even in a slow cooker. You must have an extra light on today. Should be getting all its reflection. So I don't think these recipes are all the slow cooker. They're just one pot cooking. Slow cooker, pressure cooker, and rice cooker recipes. I don't have a rice cooker or a pressure cooker, just a slow cooker. I've got my Thermomix, so I cook my rice in my Thermomix, so it's nice and easy in there. Okay, one more picture. How about a dessert? I like looking at desserts. Oh, rice pudding, cinnamon sugar. It's got many recipes in here. Baked apple and butterscotch pudding. Oh, that sounds nice. Butterscotch sauce. That sounds yummy. It's nice. Okay, one more. One more. And vanilla and red wine poached pears. Looks fancy. Okay, so that's all for this week. See what I've got next week. I have to film my Friday YouTube early next week, though I'll still post it on Friday, since I may have my live on Friday, I think. So that might take me a bit of time the first time. Work out what I'm doing. So yeah, if you want to keep an eye out, might be doing one on this coming Friday. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be very nervous. So, I think I'll have to get my neighbour to look after Leia and Luke, because I think they might be a bit noisy. They'll probably start barking halfway through. It's not like I can edit them out of it. Okay. Well, back with some more books next week. Cookbooks. Okay. Have a great weekend again. Bye.